I'm PDOSRS, and today we will learn how to do the Theater of Blood on the role South Mage. Leave me a follow at twitch.tv/PDOSRS. I'm probably live right now. Bye! A purple, baby. Let's go! It's a purple, baby. Let's go. Get them up in the chat, man. Let's go. All right, here we go. So this is going to be a Theater of Blood kind of beginner guide. You can substitute a lot of these items. I'm not going to go too far in depth into that because you can just kind of look that up on your own. But as far as the whole gameplay, that is kind of what I will be covering. So I am the Southern Mage, okay, at Maiden. And the pre-pot is usually range pot divine, combat pot divine, shark, angler, and imbued heart. That's going to be your little pre-pot kind of thing. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Right, team? Okay. If you have any questions or if I skip anything, please feel free to comment in the video. So I'm the Southern Mage. So you see I got a whole range set up, a salve, scythe, chally. I don't even have claws because I'm so broke. And yeah, saying you can use a trident, blah, blah, blah. This is what I bring personally. I bring a divine combat, a regular combat, 1 brood, 2 restores, and 4 anglers. We're running a 3-man. Usually the Southern Mage is going to freeze all here, but for a 4-man, we're kind of going to demonstrate that. Because if you're starting out at Theater of Blood, you're probably not going to be doing trios, you know? I'm fucking kidding, Chris. You know the vibes. So we're going to drop this, our salve. So we have, wait. We're going to drop it. Yeah, like so. So we can have room to equip our scythe, you know? I'd say to be safe when you first start out TOB, just spec twice here. You know, so the whole team specs. Now, at 70%, crabs are going to spawn, okay? And also right there, you see that? That just took some of my prayer, and it has potential to spawn more bloods. So it's almost 70%, so I'm going to start getting ready to freeze here. So he's going to get that one. I'm going to get these 2, and then I'm going to freeze that one on top of these, okay? Now the reason why we're freezing these is because if the crabs go all the way into Verzik without getting frozen, they heal a significant amount and also make her attacks a lot stronger. So that's why we're just going to sit here and just kill all of them. See? So now she's not going to heal at all. Now the next crabs spawn at 50%. I don't even know if y'all can see the 50%, but it's in the top. So we're at 52% right now. Also, if you're the Southern Mage...
Welcome to the PTOSRS's guide to lose 100k.
I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah, anyway. If your whole team dies at Theater of Blood, yes, you do lose 100k. Which is something I never do, you know? You might be wondering, why are you training defense? You're losing so many max hits. Because I'm trying to get 99 defense, okay? Yeah, so this room, very simple once you do it a couple times. If you're not a freezer, there's 2 freezers in the room. If you're not a freezer, you're kind of just DPSing the boss the whole time. Pretty much how that works. Very, very simple room. Like I said, if you have any questions about anything, please feel free to let me know. So I'm going to combat pot up here because it automatically takes your health to 99. Eat my angler so I have room to pick up this. Now, the next room is called Bloat. You may have heard about it. This is about to be it. A site is not a requirement whatsoever to do Theater of Blood. It's just highly encouraged. Way more DPS. So, as you can see, I have Bloat tagged, so I can always see where he's at. Basically, I mean, this room is very, very simple too. You cannot let him see you. Okay, you always want to stay kind of perpendicular, if you will, with him. Is that? And as soon as you see him flash like that, that means he's going down. I know that I can at least get 5 hits here, maybe 6. So that's 2, 3, 4. And we all got stomped. And that's what flies do. So that's what you don't want to do. If anybody
Welcome to the PTOSRS's guide, sponsored by Blue Light.
Blue Light. So that's what you don't want to do. If anybody saw what Marky did there, he died. So, you know, you kind of don't want to do that. But if you raid with Marky enough, you kind of get used to that, you know? This world sucks, by the way. If you are at least 5 tiles away from Bloat, he will not stomp you. So we're just going to keep running around here, dodging these hands. If you get hit by a hand, you get stunned for approximately 5 seconds and also take damage. And you pray range because the damage of the flies is decreased significantly whenever you are praying range. Fuck, why did I do that? Now you can ticky like that on his stomps. The only problem is I'm out of food now, but it's okay. This is a normal top, so you get hella points anyway. And I'm out of run. Which means I am pretty much fucking dead. Maybe not. Every time I try to make a guide, this is the shit that happens. Jesus Christ. Yes. Okay, so Bloat's dead. We made that look a lot harder than it usually is. And then you drop the salve because you don't need it. And you can make them for free. So, I'm the South Mage, so I know that I'm about to mage at the next boss. Then I should not have bought all those sharks, but it's okay. Got a planky poo in the chat? Not a chance, brother. So, in this room, there's going to be a bunch of crabs trying to get to the middle. Some will be aggros. Blah, blah, blah. I'd already dropped something. Yeah, I did. Okay, so I have all of the Nyloctuvas Hagios highlighted, okay? Because the blue ones are the ones I'm going to be killing. Because I am, in fact, a major. Now, they do start changing colors and stuff a little later. But we'll go over that then. Some go straight for the pillar. And some go some aggro in the middle. And once you do TOB long enough, you'll kind of learn which ones do that. And all that.
No end in. No
and
end in.
Like I know this one is an aggro if I don't kill it. But I killed it, so we're good. Just comes with reps, you know. Like I know 2 blues are about to spawn here. If we could ever kill another crab. This one is an aggro if I don't kill it, but it's dead. Sometimes you can help out your teammates, you know, by scything the melees or something like that and taking those out. But yeah, the whole point is to not let any of these pillars go down, which it does get kind of hectic here in a minute. Especially if it's your first time tobbing, it's gonna feel really hectic. But once you do it, you know, it's just like everything else. Once you do it a bunch of times, it's not that hard anymore, right? Like I know this one is gonna turn blue. Usually I hit that, but I wanted to kill that one. This is an aggro right here, but he's already dead. See Mark right here, he really don't have any white ones out. He has like 1, so he's helping me kind of mage a little bit. Now you can barrage these pillars. So what barraging does in normals is basically it freezes whatever you it freezes whatever you freeze. Okay? Does that make sense? Basically it freezes to make it not attack the pillar. Is what I was trying to say, really. I know this one's an aggro, but it's dead now. This one's an aggro, but he's dead. And the reason and how I know that they're dead is the XP drop. So now I'm about to start barraging these pillars. Get rid of this aggro real quick. Also, something very important. Now, if these crabs that are on these pillars are in this vicinity, anywhere in this room for a certain amount of time, I forgot how much time it is, they start blowing up and shit. So that's why, like, if you're a melee guy, and you're always in the mix right here, you want to bring a little bit more food. 29 ticks. Now the big boss is going to come down. Usually you'll see a range spot like so. Spec it twice here. If it's white, you pray mage and you melee. If it's blue, you pray mage and you mage. If it's green, how the fuck is that right there? You range. Pretty simple, right? Always switch your prayer first. Because if you don't switch your prayer right, it will really fuck you. Spec it again here. When you first start tobbing though, you will most likely just bring void everything, honestly. It's way easier switches. But as you start getting better, then you'll start bringing the bandos and ancestral and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. As long as you have teammates that know aggros and all that kind of good stuff. This room is not really an issue unless you're doing hard mode. Because you can't just barrage like that in hard mode. Next room is going to be Sotetseg. So basically, you will call out when you're going to spec. So I know he's specking 1-2. I'm going to spec 1-3. And Big Rick right here is going to spec 2-3. And what that means is we spec on different phases. Because we all don't want to drop all of our specs in the same phase and not have specs for another phase, you know? And you'll call out if you hit or not. Not that it really matters in trios, but usually in fours, there's a guy that fills. So if somebody doesn't hit their hammer, then he'll fill it. Which basically means he'll send a spec. So I hit my hammer. I'm not sure if Mark did or not, but in a trio, as long as you kind of hit one hammer, you're kind of good. Now these balls right here, or orbs if you will, if you got a red one coming at you, you pray Mage. If you have a black one coming at you, you pray range. He can melee you though. So just be aware of that. But me, I don't really ever pray melee. But some people do, so. So I'm 1-3, so this is the second phase after this maze. I'm gonna go into detail about the maze on the next maze. I just want to show you this one first. So I'm 1-3, so I know that I'm not specking here. That's what happens when you miss a prayer, okay? And it stops you from turning it back on. Now, this big ball right here that just shot out, okay? In normals, we're all gonna DD on this tile and share the damage. And be what? Expanding, what are you talking about? Alright, so this is the second maze. Look, me and Rick are on this side of the maze. And there's Marky who's on the other side of the maze. We can only see what he's clicking, okay? So we're going to stop on the third one. The tornado behind us starts on the fourth one, so now it's going to come. So basically, we're just following his footsteps. If he fucks up, we're fucked, right? That's all it is, honestly. So I'm 1-3, so I know I'm specking here. And I hit, thank God. Sotetseg is not very fun in trios if you don't hit your specs. It actually sucks a lot. As far as the imbued heart, I just bring that because I'm the South Mage. If you're any other role, I would definitely not bring it. Actually, if you're South Mage and you're just learning, I definitely would not bring it. Hey!
I'm burnt on turn. I'm burnt on turn. I'm burnt on turn. I'm burnt on turn.
Where the beaches at?
Yeah, appreciate the sub, my boy Cam Only LSX, 4 months in a row. Where the beach is at. Yeah, Rick took a shortcut. He died. Okay, but at TOB, the good thing is your whole team has to wipe. Okay, so this is the second chest. This is the last chest that you will see. You can see I have 19 points, okay? Now, I've done TOB so many times that I know exactly what I'm going to buy. And no, I'm not trying to, like, fucking brag or nothing, right? I'm just telling you. So I already know that is what I'm going to buy pretty much every time, okay? And I'm going to pick up the staff. So I got 3 restores, 5 brews, 1 stam. Do not forget the stam and my combat pot. Now, this next boss is called Xarpus. Very, very, very easy. Actually, I don't even need to drop anything. Yo, what up, Zoops? By the way, I'm live on stream right now at twitch.tv/PETEYOSRS. I'm not editing this video whatsoever. Because for some reason, everybody liked that nightmare video where I didn't edit it at all. And I'm just talking like an idiot, stuttering. So, hey, here's another one. Now, this is the last demi-boss before Verzik, which is, you know, the final boss. The one that everybody, like, has trouble with. So we'll kind of go into that when we get there. But this boss, you're just stepping on these things. These things heal the boss. Okay, just step on them. And they stop shooting the balls or whatever at it. Now, whenever this boss rises, everybody's going to spec twice with a Warhammer for the most part. One. Then I'm going to go back here. I'm already potted, Marky. Actually, we'll just go, we'll do kind of what, if you're new at the game, look, this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to sit back here with a fucking blowpipe, and you're going to blowpipe this boss. Usually you want to have a range pot, but this is what you're going to do. Now, once you get more comfortable with it, you'll be scythe walking like Marky right here. You kind of learn the ticks and all that kind of good stuff. That's kind of more advanced, though. You're not going to be doing this when you first start TOB. You're going to be doing exactly what I'm doing. And that's either blowpiping or T-bowing the boss. So you see, he's shooting it, so we're going to just do this every time he shoots something at me. We're going to move 2 tiles over. Very simple. If you get poisoned, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. A master's in RuneScape education. You're not wrong. So this is very simple, right? It obviously gets a little more difficult if you're doing the scythe walk and blah, blah, blah. When you first start trying to do the scythe walk. But it's very, very simple. This boss as a whole. Now there is one more phase of this boss. And I'm not potted, so I'm kind of screwing Marky over right now because we're doing way less DPS than normal. But alright, so when it screeches, we're going to switch to our scythe. And we're going to see where it turns. It turns towards me. If it's looking at you, you don't want to attack it. So it's not looking at me. I know I can get 2 hits in right here.
And then.
Where does it turn next? It turned right there.
And then.
I hope you waste all your points.
And then. No end in. No end in.
Hey, keep wasting all your points, dadding. Here we go. And that's it. Just don't attack the boss if he's looking at you. That's all it is right there, I'm telling you. Like, people have this crazy fear of Theater of Blood when, like, it's really not even that hard.
And then.
The biggest thing is to have a fucking little bit of a sliver of a clue of what the fuck you're doing. If you just go in here, like, and not know anything about it, yeah, you're gonna fucking suck. It's like everything else in life. At least know what you're doing a little bit, and you'll be straight.
And then.
All right, so this is Verzik. Verzik has three parts, 3 sections, 3 whatever phases.
And then.
First one's super easy, okay? This thing in my hand is called a Dome Bringer, okay? It's pretty much not pretty much. It is the most effective thing to kill this fucking boss in part 1.
And then.
Bruh, y'all are so lame. So, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to spec it twice, okay? You also want to pray Mage here. I'm going to spec it twice because this is the order. You see the order? Usually there's orbs up here, okay? So I'm first, Marky's second, Rick is third. That means I'm going to spec first.
And then.
Marky's going to spec second. Rick Rinson's going to spec third, okay? And we're going to go to this pillar right here, like so. I'll show you. So I know that I can get 2 specs off, drop it, and scythe it twice,
And then.
and then get back here. So whenever it spreads her legs, you go to attack. And you get 2 hits off, and you come back. Now since we're in a trio, I don't have spec at the moment. Because you get spec at 40%. But now I do. So we're going to spec it, and we're just going to drop it. For the next person, because the next person behind me has spec now. Whenever she spreads her legs, right now is whenever you want to click. You would rather be late than to be early. Oh, I'm about to get hit because I right-clicked. So this is what she can do to you. Okay, that was a humble-ass 21. But this world is ass, low-key. But yeah, she can hit like 60s and shit. If you're not praying, she can hit like a 99, dead ass.
Did the Z pack fix your issue? Does it still burn?
I don't even know what that means. Alright, so here. You want to pray range here. This world is very ass. I definitely click. But yeah. So, that purple crab right there can only be killed with like poison or venom, whatever. So, a blowpipe, a trident, and that's why people wear surf downs. Because you just hit it and they'll pop it. Now the crabs that spawn with it, I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it. You can basically run up to it, get close, and run away. That's the, I mean, it's just like you just gotta get in here and do it, really. But just be aware of the crabs. Now, as you can see, I'm doing the scythe walk on here, okay? Very simple. Like, once you do it, you understand what's going on. It's very hard to explain how to do this. It's like, boom, I got close to it. Not on me, though. So this one is on me, though. I just got hit by a 48 because the electricity. The electricity spawns on a random player like that, and if it goes through the boss, it's done. Or it'll hit you for like a 4. But if it doesn't pass through the boss, it's gonna hit you for like a 48, like so. So now it's at 30. If it's under 35%, these red crabs are gonna spawn. You want to switch to Prey Mage and eliminate those.
Chance.
Chance. I think I did just get chance, actually. Yep. Pretty much just keep on killing these red things. Now, the reason why you kill the red things is the same reason as before. They survive long enough to get to the boss, they heal up for a shitload, just like in Maiden. Now this is P3, where everybody planks at. Scary. That's a range attack. Marky is the tank.
Hey brother PT. It looks like you went to the sand casino yet again. Brother, you need help to fight this horrible addiction. November 17th RIP the dual arena.
He has a point. Now, what's about to come up here?
Schwap, schwap, schwap. Goes the whip as I die for the 28th time today. Each death is another 100 mil going down to the Venigold farmers. I have PTSD from the constant 20s being hit by this deadly tentacle. I have already maxed out both my credit cards from buying the gold back from the people cleaning me every day. If I get cleaned again, I will just have to sell my friends' banks and hope I don't lose that GP2.
Anyway, so y'all saw that. That was called a web run.
Instructions unclear. Dick stuck in the fat juicy Verzik pussy.
Y'all are cringe. I'm sorry. The chat kind of fucked this whole thing up, but I mean, y'all get it, right? Yeah. Like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. It's a lot easier to answer questions than to go over this entire thing in like a video, you know?
A purple, baby. Let's go.
Will this be a purple?
A purple, baby. Let's go.
Will this be a purple, baby? Let's go.
A purple, baby. Let's go. A purple, baby. Let's go.
No purple, baby. Let's go.
A purple, baby. Let's go.
And that's the end of the whole raid. Of course, I always get MVP, you know, even when I'm on defense, over Marky all the time. So, hope you enjoyed the video. You got any questions? Like I said, feel free. Leave them in the comments. Love you guys. Deuces.